on the street right behind me, we're right on Jackson Street. Massive crowds of dirt bikes and ATVs sped along this road, popping wheelies and disrupting traffic. People are headed into the theater after a successful red carpet for the docu-series premiere of The Real Black China. We've seen Black China herself, the owner of Zeus, and people are really excited to see what this docu-series holds. It is along these barriers that an eyewitness told me a transit bus was making a right turn on 15th Street and didn't see a scooter rider until it was too late. Now let's take a look at Jackson County's population growth, because it has been some serious growth. Let's start in 2010. One thing that is undeniable about this 50th AJC Peachtree Run Race is the energy. Everyone is so excited coming up Cardiac Hill. Guests staying at this Sheraton hotel found themselves being relocated as doors shut, while the health department is looking into reported cases of Legionnaire's disease. The University of Georgia Police Department and the Athens-Clarke County Police Department need your help in identifying the suspects of a reported rape that occurred near campus early Sunday morning. Atlanta was one of 10 cities to be affected by ICE raids on Sunday, but it's been quiet here. In fact, Mayor Bottoms told 11 Alive there has been no evidence of any raids happening here at all. Winder locals are excited about the proposed trail that will connect downtown to Fort Yargo State Park. Thanks, Will. That sounds like so much fun. Well, that's all for us tonight. Thank you for watching Grady News Source. The Georgia hands-free law has been in the books for a year, but is anyone taking notice? Marietta and Cobb County Police say drivers are still not putting down their phones.
I have seen individuals while I'm working pull up to a light right beside me, and I'm wearing a uniform, and I'll look in their car from my driver's seat as they are texting. Today, drivers paid the price. It's a creative way to catch drivers in the act.
We're out here as 3 different agencies working together to remind the public that that law is in place to protect them. You're seeing 3 different undercover officers standing at the intersection that are calling out information to over 40 marked cars between troopers, Cobb, and Marietta Police. Those marked cars are waiting staged around this intersection, and as those radio transmissions go out, then the officers that are facing the correct direction will pull that car over.
The traffic detail ended with 170 citations given and 3 arrests.
It's a law. We're going to enforce the law, and it's there for a reason. It's for the safety of all people on the road. Let's stop having accidents that can be so easily avoided.
And it can only take a second to drastically change someone else's life.
Ashley Carter, 11 Alive News. The Paradise AME Cemetery has 165 years of history in the city of Jefferson. But now, Paradise Cemetery is fighting to hold on to its local historic district status.
It was just very shocking to me. Both of my grandparents are there. It almost felt like it was something that was being discussed under the table, and then bam.
An ongoing battle between the city of Jefferson and the Paradise Cemetery has been tabled for the 3rd time following the Historic Preservation Commission, or HPC's, meeting last Thursday.
I don't think they really care about the history. It's about the blood, sweat, and tears that lays in this graveyard.
Deep history in the city.
Jefferson put 2 cemeteries in the local historic district. What that means is that then if any material changes occur in that cemetery, then they're supposed to file an application, and you can only imagine how difficult that would be to administer. A real nightmare administratively. My idea was that we really need to pull these cemeteries out of the local historic district.
And while standards for cemeteries are mentioned in Jefferson's 87-page historic district guidelines, Pastor Wynn said they were never directly given any laws that they had to abide by.
It was surprising. They wanted the cemetery removed because of not following bylaws that the church never received.
I'm in the process of trying to educate them that what I'm trying to do is helpful, not hurtful. We're not taking anything away from you. We're really trying to avoid a layer of bureaucracy that you would not have to go through.
Pastor Wynn said the church is willing to follow whatever rules they have to maintain their local historic district status.
It means a big deal of me to know that my church that I grew up on, that my ancestors worked hard for, to build and fight for, is on that historical list.
Paradise Cemetery and Paradise Memo will not be moved.
The next meeting is on March 12th at 6:30, where this issue will be further discussed. Ashley Carter, Grady News Source. Students in the agriculture and horticulture program at East Jackson High School are not letting COVID-19 stop them from selling the plants they worked so hard to grow. Instead, they're taking an innovative approach to sell their plants online. In their first ever online plant sale, here's how it works. They are using an online platform called CheddarUp. Once someone goes to the link, they can scroll down and select which plant they want. They get information on how to care for the plant, and then they select their quantity and check out. Following the governor's policies for gatherings, the customers are directed to select a time slot to pick up their plants at the greenhouse using this link. And no customers are allowed in the greenhouse. The plants will be pre-selected and grouped together based on the orders. Ashley Carter, Grady News Source. Voters in Georgia will be using all new voting equipment across the state. The new voting system combines touchscreens and paper ballots as Georgia works to improve election security. I am currently filming Grady Daily. If you are registered to vote in Athens, Clarke County, you will no longer be using the new voting machines. You will be using only paper ballots unless you are visually impaired. Visit Grady News Source for more information.